I mean, yeah. So,
Would there be anything in particular you wanted to do on this vacation, or?
uh, I think he's sort of exploring a bit. If he's in the same age he is, then yeah, he's exploring the streets and all that. Probably by himself for now. Unless there's someone else you want to improve, probably his brother or something like that. So,
Okay.
leave it up to you.
So, Ray, I'm gonna say like you got up pretty early, left the motel room, and you decided to just take a walk down the
Mm-hmm.
street line, see what's going on. Roll me a human perception out of empathy.
12.
12? Okay.
Mhm.
As you're like walking, you notice some stuff happening in the background. You can see like down in one of the alleyways some people like changing hands over something. You get the
Mhm.
feeling you shouldn't interact with it, and you kind of keep going on your way.
Mhm.
I'd say for brevity's sake, at some point you would have hopped onto a bus, and you start making your way down the bus. It's a little rundown. And as you get next to the end of it, you see someone who's around the age of like 13, 14 sitting in the back that's kind of got like brownish, darkish hair, a blue shirt, and clean shaved. And then you walk up to him, Chris, be Chris.
Hey, what's what you doing here?
I was just taking the bus here. Where does this go again? Sorry, I'm new in town for a bit.
Well, this one goes down to Maine, but it also pretty much connects to everywhere else, so you can pretty much go anywhere from here.
Sure, thanks, man. He's gonna take a seat.
He'll scoot over for you. Make sure you've got a room.
Thank you. Sorry, I just new from town. Came from Hawaii.
No
Just
problem.
visiting.
That's, funnily enough, this is not the first time I've just met a random stranger who's asked me all these things.
No, strange, right?
Oh, yeah, it's weird.
Everything okay in Cali here?
Oh, well, I mean, people are people. I think, let's see, what was happening in 2010? Drought's still going. Everyone's still making a living.
Sorry to hear that. Things happen. I understand. He just sort of looks outside for a bit. Oh, it is always hot. No, I mean, when you're I guess in this place it's always hot.
He looks out. I guess it's average.
You get any tropical storms? The kind of rain while the sun's up.
I mean, occasionally we get rain while the sun is out.
Not
Yeah.
much.
I guess, yeah, I should say occasionally we see water that falls from the sky.
Well, I guess you always want water, right? With the drought going on.
Yeah. It'd be nice. It's very rare, but it's nice when it happens.
Yeah. All right. He sort of looks out. The bus goes up. Well, best I go. I better continue on. Thanks.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Chris, by the way. Yeah. Yours?
Ray.
Right. Nice to meet you, Ray. Nice meeting you.
Thank you. And he's gonna get out of the bus. After that conversation, he's gonna continue walking around and looking up. And he says, "Man, at least Hawaii, we get the rain."
Chris is gonna look at his phone. 2 more hours till Nevada. Then it really gets hot.
Okay. So that was a joke that I'd been planning for the actual campaign and Shadow's backstory, considering he's going to be from Cali, but I figured it wouldn't work, so this was going to be the only time it would work.
Interesting.
I met Chris beforehand.
You know what? Sure. Sure. I've known a couple of guys named Alex, so...
Yeah, I didn't plan on putting in the full campaign, but I figured it'd be fun just as a little throwaway scene. Anyway.
It's going to be referenced throughout time.
Yep. You gotta admit, that's golden to just go to someone and be like, hey, you be you.
Well, I mean, there was the time where I met Hark in Hark's campaign, so... Yeah. Took me way too long to realize it was Hark.
Okay.
Word.
We're all right.
So, Ray, I'm gonna say, like, you, start walking down the street, and you eventually, make your way towards a gas station, and, as you're walking your way there, you see a guy kind of, like, covered in rags, and he goes to you, Hey, you got any smokes, kid?
No, sir, I do not.
Please, I need some smokes.
Why do you need? I can't help you, sir. I don't have smokes. He's gonna sort of look at him up. Is he okay? Like, I mean, he looks like a homeless person.
He is indeed a homeless person that seems like he's gonna try to panhandle you if you stay around.
I'm gonna just. Sorry, sir. I gotta go. I'm sort of trying to get moving. So he's gonna go into this gas station. You know, just maybe pick up something to like on the way, like an energy drink.
All right. So, is there anything in particular that you wanted from the gas station?
No, just like probably like an energy drink of sorts, like something that like a.
Like, you know what Adam's got.
Yeah.
I was thinking Gatorade actually. Like, you guys get Gatorade or something like that in America?
Yeah, Gatorade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pick up Gatorade.
Got like 12 versions of it, too.
Yeah. He's gonna.
You're muted.
He's gonna pick the orange Gatorade. And he's gonna pay for it. It's like a thank you, and he'll walk out, drinking a little bit of it.
I said in the blur zone, it just kind of looks like mystery orange potion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helpful.
So you'll make your way through the gas station. It's a little rundown, like it hasn't been renovated since like 1981, and it's like 2012, so it's a little rugged, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a line, and you'll find yourself sitting in line, and as you sit in line, you kind of see some like other people start to pull in on the gas station, just pumping up and doing whatever. You're gonna have about like a 5-6 minute wait. Go ahead and roll me a doo-doo-doo. I swear the new system's the worst part's realizing what skill and check I have to have you roll.
Awareness notice.
Yeah, actually.
I imagine common sense is not coming to this situation, or not.
Common sense.
Combat sense.
Combat sense. Yeah, I'd say you could use combat sense.
Okay. 23.
23. You notice a couple things seem like a little off in the store. And you notice someone with like a bit of a darker hoodie kind of making their way around to the backside of the counter. Before you can say anything, Chris, are you playing not Chris or a knockoff version of your character?
I'm playing knockoff again.
Okay, give me a brief, no-nonsense reason that your character would be in Cali at this moment in time.
Tournament.
Okay. Roll me a reflex martial arts. Obviously, you can use a keto.
20.
20? Okay, I'm gonna say that, you do pretty decent in the tournament. For the sake of brevity, we'll say it's like a kendo tournament. Obviously, this isn't what I had planned for the full campaign. But, like, you're doing pretty decent. You go through round 1, you beat that guy pretty easy. You go round 2, he's, like, slightly tougher, but you still beat him. And then you get to round 3. Round 3, that's the one that really takes you a good amount of time. I want you to go ahead and roll me a body endurance.
15.
15? Okay, you finished that round, but you're pretty gassed. And you know you've got one more round coming up.
He's gonna look over to whoever he came with, probably a buddy. And I don't know if I can get this last one.
Yeah, man, you got this, Holmes.
Roll, do some stretch. Thanks, man.
Yeah, so, you get yourself, like, decent enough, you get up on the stage, and then, like, basically, like, the Mike Tyson of, like, teenagers basically comes out as your opponent. ready to go, like, 6 foot, like, 7, jacked. Give me a strategy, and then that'll depend on what I have you roll to fight this guy.
I'm gonna get inside of his reach. He's a big man. That means his reach is long, but it also means that if he has to get close, his reach becomes a hindrance.
Okay. I will let you roll you're gonna take a -4 on top of your roll because you're exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to roll a strength feat body. Then you're also going to roll a intimidate cool.
Okay, then. Okay, so strength feat would be -4. Mm-hmm.
Still a natural 10.
So that would be a 18?
No, that's with the -4.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it pops up with when you click on whatever it is, it pops up with a would you like to add a modifier.
And let's have your second roll.
Intimidation. Is this also at -4?
Yep, because you're an exhausted little boy.
Surprisingly enough, that wasn't the worst.
So, you're kind of wailing back and forth, and let me go ahead and roll. Okay, and then let me get the other roll done. Okay, so, you go back and forth. He, wallops you good up across the chest, giving you a full uppercut. Then as he comes back down, you go in straight to his gut, and you stagger him, and then you give him, like, a dead stare straight into his eyes, and you kind of see this man that, for every definable reason, should not be scared of you, looks a little scared. What's the plan now?
At this point, I'm just gonna, like, roll my shoulders, act as though nothing he's done has hurt me, and then just, come on, let's go. And wait for him to make a move before turning his move against him, essentially flipping him.
So what's going to happen is we're going to do one last contested strength where you gain a +3.
Alright, so that would be body strength feat?
Body strength, flat strength, no Aikido, because this is one-on-one punch.
Mm-hmm. With a mod of 3, that gives me 17 total. Actually, wait, should that have had the -4? So,
yeah, I'd say so.
Alright, so then that's 13.
13. Got it.
It was not my best of rolls, but not the worst either.
Yeah, that's going to be the most complicated things, like the infinite math of Cyberpunk. Okay! So, pretty much, he comes at you, you come at him, then he hits with full force, and it barely just grazes, like, the side of your head, like the Matrix, where the bullet just goes, like, shh. Then you basically get behind his leg, then basically curl him down and chuck him off the stage, wringing him out.
Yeah. He coughs like, oh, God. And he's gonna walk over to, like, wherever the ref is, like, do you need to wave that I won or something, because if not, I'm gonna go pass out over there.
Yeah, you'll get the win, and then we'll see the rest of the tournament. You did pretty decent. You came in, like, third overall out of, like, all the divisions in your division. You came out in, like, 2 or 1. You can decide whichever.
Probably 2.
Yeah. So, you notice that you've got some free time before you gotta hop on the bus back to the airport and skip a couple time zones.
You know what? I hear that the beaches are lovely here, and I will go out and explore, see maybe the beaches. Maybe stop by a
Do
gas
you
station,
take your
pick up a
friend
drink.
with you?
You know what? He's got a big day later that night, so I'll let him rest up.
Okay. Yeah, he probably got Shrek'd, like, in his couple fights.
Yeah.
Gonna be going home in a cast. So, I'm gonna say pretty much you'll take, like, a walk or whatever, and you, it's about midday, honestly, like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, beating hot, and then, you notice... Let me go back to the topic. Okay. Apologies.
You're good, man.
So, you'll take a walk, and you basically get your way to the gas station that happens to be, like, in the direction you wanted to go to the beach. It's about, like, another 8 minutes from there. And then, pretty much, you'll look, and then you will see... Adam, are you playing a knockoff version of Daniel that's not canon or someone else? I'm fine either way.
I will play a knockoff version of Daniel.
Okay. So, describe to me just how you ended up lost here, Daniel, because I feel like that's realistically what you would be based off of what you described to me.
So, he came to attend a lecture on advanced cardiovascular health at UCLA, but he got on the wrong bus.
Okay. So, describe to me how much of a struggle it would have been for Daniel to navigate here, considering that Germany to Cali is quite the culture shock. Especially considering it wouldn't be your native language.
He got on the wrong bus. He asked many people for instructions to give some clarification that he was on the right bus. He lost $5 and he got on the wrong bus.
Okay. We'll say you have like $6 left.
I hope that this is enough to get me back home. Put it back in my pocket before somebody sees it.
So you're like walking down, and pretty much I'm gonna say that you get to about the area that Ray passed, and you see the same homeless man go, "Hey kid, can you spare some change?" And this guy looks pretty rough, kind of like dirty all over him. His jacket's like very ripped up and shredded, and you can tell that like one of his pants legs is ripped off. Like kind of the guy you can't tell whether I should give the money to, or he might pull out like a shiv on me if I don't.
So Daniel is going to reply in German. "Smoking is very bad for you, sir."
And he wasn't asking for smokes, he was asking for money.
Health. Yeah, he's like, "Smoking is bad for you." Or just...
Oh, where are you?
Sure, you
fucking...
should get medical help. No, help. Sorry.
He hears you speak German and he doesn't understand. He goes, "Oh, what are you, fucking Hitler? Gonna put me in the gas chamber?"
So Daniel's just going to leave ashamed.
Hey kid, I want $4. You need to help me out here. I'm gonna say again, you see this display and that there's a homeless man kind of like chasing this like very small German boy.
You know what? Might as well get involved. This seems interesting. Again, we'll jog over to Daniel, put his arm around him. "Hey, buddy," and he'll like look at the homeless dude with his ripped frame. What's up? And walk Daniel away.
Oh god, they still have the same alliance. Okay. And then he'll just turn around.
Don't let it bother you.
Please.
We need an Italian.
I am not bothered.
So I'd see the two of you go into the gas station, and is there anything either of you wants from the gas station, or do you like further the conversation?
Definitely gonna further the conversation, but also gonna be like, gonna grab like a Powerade and hold up a water to Daniel. Like, hey, you want one?
Oh, thank you. That is very kind of you, sir. You are not quite as scary as I thought you might be. No offense.
He looks down and just like massive frame. It's fine. I'm actually a lot less intimidating once you know me. Which, you know,
Good.
why I have zero intimidation. That's my reasoning.
Okay. So, you two start doing your whole thing. Pretty much the same... Well, better yet, Daniel, is there anything specifically you'd want to do at the gas station? Like, do you have to go to the bathroom or whatever, or you just hanging out?
Daniel is definitely going to take the time to use the bathroom because he may have already started.
Okay. That's fair.
I smell leakage.
Yeah, we both have very high awareness notice, so we probably noticed that.
If you want to hide it, Daniel, you can. I'd say the other two people are game to, like, roll on that if they want to spot it.
They will just think it is part of mine culture.
I mean, you know what? He's probably just thinking the old man smell was it, and it's just followed them somehow.
young.
Wait, so
Like
what's
maybe
Jen's-
he wiped, like maybe he like grabbed
Right.
you and like it wiped something on you, and that's what it is at most.
Ray turns around to see those two come in, and he just smells the. Alright. And he's gonna look back at the counter waiting.
It's just
Okay.
this massive Japanese dude and this tiny German.
So, Kevin, Alex or knockoff?
Alex.
Okay.
Not the knockoff one.
Yeah, are you not Alex or knockoff Alex?
I have the knockoff version of Alex.
Okay. So, you live here. I'd say it's kind of like your normal beat. Is there anything, like, Alex does on the weekend that's, like, regular routine?
Probably join a airsoft game.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me... Well, better yet, we'll hold off. We'll say you get to the airsoft field, and, it's a long day. Just go ahead and roll me, like, 2-3 pistol-ranged attacks. And
That would
then-
I'd argue that's probably reflexes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
reflexes.
reflex and your handgun stat with a D10.
Just the reflex.
So essentially, all you have to do is find the skill, click on it,
Mhm.
and it'll say give a mod. If there's no mod for it, then you just hit submit, and then it'll roll for you.
Yep.
If you don't have handguns, just click
So-
reflex.
So I don't have mod, right?
No,
No.
this is just like give me 2-3 of those flat rolls. Okay. One more.
Dope.
Ooh.
Roll me a 1d100. Don't do worse than 30.
Toe slash roll and 200.
Is that bad or is that good?
Well, we still hold the fumble, so
Wah, wah, wah.
roll me a
Yeah.
1d10.
I don't like where this is going. I rolled a 9.
Oh, buddy.
That's negative
Ooh.
1.
I thought that for the fumble table. Oh, no.
Okay, so we'll say like your first game goes good, but you get like so in the zone to where when you're doing another house mission, because if you play Airsoft, a common thing that they do is they play objectives, where it's like capture the flag or whatever, or get to a zone or find the intel. You're doing one of those games, and you take out one guy, you take out another guy, and your buddy Sam, whoever Sam is, you can think of him later, but Sam's with you. And then he basically rushes into the building with you, and the two of you hold off for a little while. And then you get the intel, then you hear someone come in, then you round the corner and fire your handgun, then you basically see a BB fly out, then you hear pshk, as you turn around and the glass in Sam's visor has cracked.
Oh no, Sam!
And he's just looking at you like, dude, what the fuck?
Sam, don't die on me!
And then he starts laying down and go, we got so close. Why, man, why?
And then that's the moment where you realize the other guy who walked in on you has an LMG.
And then once you roll me a reflex save as you're holding Sam.
Okay, that's just a reflex, right?
Yep. Okay, I gotta do a roll, so... Ooh. So, as you're in there, you basically hear everyone else coming down the hall. As you look up, you see a guy basically kick open the door with, like, an airsoft grenade launcher, and he starts, like, dumping rounds. Then you basically make your way, like, I gotta get out of here. Then as you get to the door, it goes, poof. Then you're knocked out, and your team loses the critical match.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, like, you're on the ground covered in BBs, then Sam kind of just walks over to you. Hey, man, this thing kind of happens.
I don't think it can make it, Sam.
We lost. The game's over, man.
It hit me in the eye.
You're wearing a helmet. If anyone got hit in the eye, you had a better chance of doing that to me.
He got my leg.
My leg!
Alex, man, look, the game's over. It's not real bullets, it's BBs, and he's just gonna hold his arm out to help you up.
You always have to ruin the fun for me, don't you? Sammy.
Come on. Ooh. Okay, Allie. That's how we're gonna be.
Okay, I see how it is. You still
Slap
owe
right
me,
back.
don't you?
Look, man, I'll make it up to you. We'll grab a snack on the way back home. And there's always next week before we can beat fucking Kevin. That guy's a fucking dick, man.
Yes, he is.
So, I'm gonna say, like, the two of you make your way to the gas station that you stop at most time, and you see other people there. Sam is kind of split off from you, has his, like, airsoft helmet, like, tied off to the side, and is, like, halfway changed back into normal clothes, just has, like, the camo pants on.
Mhm.
And he's buying a couple drinks. Then you notice, like, as you're standing in front of the back door, that there's a very small German boy trying to get to the bathroom behind you.
Please move! I am having bathroom emergency!
Okay. I start yelling at Sammy to give me my slushie, though.
Sam grumbles.
It's the least that you can do for me. You know that.
And he kind of he's in line behind Ray, and then
Mhm.
pretty much, is there like anything else you'd want to look for in the store, or are you just waiting on your boy Sammy?
I look for bags of chips.
Okay. So what flavor do you want?
The spicy kind.
Okay, so we'll say that you find some spicy dill pickle chips, which are a real thing because one of my 2 roommates loves them. And you're looking over the bag, then basically you get a thud to the back and you kind of hit the wall as someone basically, without noticing it, tapped you and starts walking to the front.
I turn around and try to trip the guy, or whoever bumped me.
Roll me a luck roll. Well, no, not luck.
Body strength feat.
Yeah, I'd say body strength.
Could it be reflex strength? I'm sorry, reflex strength feat.
Athletics.
Yeah, I'd allow reflex because you are trying to trip him.
Athletics, maybe. Reflex. Technically.
Yeah, I'd say reflex because you're not out competing him. Okay, 11. When you do that, you basically go to trip him, and like you didn't really have enough time to like get it ready and formed. So when you go to trip him, it trips you right in front of him.
Play it off. Play it off. You're like, ow, you dick. Make a scene.
Man, why don't they place that thing here? What was it called again? The water thing? The sign, the water sign.
The wet floor sign.
Why don't they put the wet floor sign?
The guy kind of like moves his boot back and forth and it doesn't really like skid. He just looks to you. Are you okay?
Yeah?
What are you doing?
Making a scene.
Well, alright then. And then he kind of just steps over you, not even
I
hugging.
mean, I succeeded! It got your attention, at least.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, he basically just steps over you on the ground. He doesn't, like, step on you. Just like, I'm gonna leave this where it is.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, roll me a perception.
Where's those?
Yeah.
Essentially,
Mod.
Awareness?
What were you? Yeah, awareness check.
Any mod or?
You're trying to spot something happening off in the distance, so you tell me what mod you could argue, and that'll appropriate what pluses or minuses I give you.
I'm probably glancing back towards where Daniel went just to make sure that he's not getting hassled anymore. But other than that, I'd probably just be paying attention to the line.
I'd say just give you flat awareness.
All right.
Daniel
I wasn't
can get
expecting
himself
much,
to the bathroom. He'll be fine, like, if you're not paying super attention to him.
Yeah, no, it's just more of that, like, all right, he's over there, nobody's beating him up, all right.
Okay.
So 19.
19. As you see that, we will go to our map. Again, let me pick back up on you. As you see the person that freshly stepped over Alexander, though you don't know them by that name, you see that he basically goes around the counter and he basically pulls out a handgun. Then you see this truck over here pull in, and some other people looking about the same get out of it.
Did Ray notice this also?
You can roll an awareness check to see if you notice it.
I think he
Didn't I
actually
already roll?
had.
Yeah, I think I did it beforehand.
Yeah,
Okay.
he rolled a 23. Even better than Gen. So
It's not showing up in the macro for some reason.
that's because he did it just before I started. Remember?
Like
Okay.
in my scene. You asked me to roll, and then some shady dude was doing something.
Oh yeah, I'd say you see this too. Daniel and Alex, you don't because you're not in good sight line.
Nope.
Ray says,
Daniel's gonna have one heck of a surprise when he finally gets out of the restroom.
Ray sort of looks, and like Ray's he's tall-ish, maybe 5'7", like, so he's sort of like he's 17. So he just looks at the guy. Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah. If we notice the gun, then Gen is probably going to. How far is this?
You would be about 5 meters because every square move I'm gonna count is 2. So like, say you move from here to here, that's 2 meters. So I'd call that 4-ish.
All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna yell out, "Hey, what are you doing?" Gen's gonna rush him and try and tackle him.
Okay.
Can I do something fun? Also, as he rushes him, like I want to throw the Gatorade at the guy's face. Just like throw that at him at the full ball to distract him.
All right. So, pretty much, everyone go ahead and roll me initiative.